And I am live. So in my previous video, I went live with the microphone turned off, muted. So I'm starting again. This will be a live stream breaking my fast live. Those of you that have been subscribed to me for some time, it would have been impossible for you to miss if you can check out my channel. I do OMAD fasting. What does OMAD fasting mean? An OMAD meal. OMAD is an acronym that stands for 1 meal a day, which means that I eat only one time per day, which also means that I fast above 20 hours per day. So this is all I eat in a day. Here you go. Main course, chicken sausages, grandpa's but also supplements, and the super shake. So this is all I eat in a day, 24 hours. I'm doing OMAD fasting for around 5 years now. 99 out of 100 days. And here's today's OMAD meal. What's in the super shake? Well, you can go watch my stream. I made a live stream meal prep video before, loading up the grandpa's but also supplements. If you're curious about what the supplements are and what the recipes for the super shake, you can go watch the live stream that I did earlier today, the meal prep video. So my OMAD meals are typically tripartite, which means that the meal prep is also tripartite. So there's the main course, grandpa's and also supplements, and a super shake, which means there's 3 parts to the meal prep: making the food, cooking the food, loading up the grandpa's and also supplements, and making the super shake. So I did 2/3 of the meal prep live on YouTube, and I just finished the last third off camera. So this is chicken meat sausages, cooked in coconut oil, which is a healthy fat, fried in coconut oil, about a tablespoon, with olive oil added later on, about a tablespoon of olive oil. You don't want to fry in olive oil at a high temperature because it oxidizes. Olive oil has a low smoking point and it really oxidizes. Olive oil is healthy, it contains polyphenols. And to retain the health benefit of olive oil, you don't want to overheat it. So how I like to cook is cook at high temperature with coconut oil, and then add olive oil. Actually, I poured olive oil over the food after I was done frying it. So avocado oil, my favorite fats, which are healthy, coconut oil and avocado oil. They have a high smoking point. You can fry with them, cook at high temperature, and they're healthy fats. Avocado oil contains Q10, and coconut oil, it's a healthy fat, and it's rich in MCTs, good for people that are on the keto diet, especially. So it's coconut oil, fried in coconut oil, the sausages, cooked in coconut oil, with olive oil added later on. About a tablespoon of coconut oil, about a tablespoon of olive oil, possibly closer to 2. Okay, but let's say around a tablespoon of olive oil and around a tablespoon of coconut oil. Spices, usual suspects: turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and chili. Chili contains capsaicin, natural anti-inflammatory. Things that are natural and anti-inflammatory are good for your health. So turmeric, anti-inflammatory; ginger, anti-inflammatory; black pepper contains piperine, which enhances the absorption of the curcumin. So here's some facts. Favorite spices I use in my cooking: turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. Antioxidant, anti-inflammatory trio. Turmeric contains curcumin, which is anti-inflammatory. Ginger contains gingerols, which are anti-inflammatory. And piperine, black pepper contains piperine, which enhances the absorption of the curcumin, the turmeric, and the gingerols in the ginger, which means ginger and turmeric lowers inflammation, which means they're healthy for you. The antioxidants, they lower oxidative stress, counteract oxidative stress. And piperine makes you absorb more of the curcumin and the turmeric. So it's the curcumin and the gingerols in the ginger to lower inflammation. And if you consume good black pepper that contains piperine, you absorb more of the anti-inflammation ingredient inside the turmeric and ginger, which is why you find piperine, which like generally enhances absorption of natural medicinal ingredients. If you buy an ashwagandha supplement, you look at the back, you find piperin in there a lot of times. If you buy an adapter common supplement, you find piperin. Quite a lot of supplements contain piperin, especially herbal supplements, contain piperin, or they say black pepper extract, parentheses, piperin a lot of time. So turmeric, ginger, black pepper used together is a healthy spice trio. So that's why I call it the usual suspect. So I use it in my cooking. It's turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and chili. Chili contains capsaicin, which is also a natural anti-inflammatory antioxidant. And the chili in this meal comes from this McElhinney & Co. Tabasco brand scorpion sauce. I really like this. It's super strong. You have to be careful with this. Just a drop or so in a whole meal is enough to make the food really spicy. Tabasco scorpion sauce, seriously extra hot sauce. Ingredients: scorpion pepper, distilled vinegar, sugar, guava puree, pineapple, salt, guava powder, pineapple powder, Tabasco pepper sauce, distilled vinegar, red pepper, and salt. And 3 drops of this is going to have maybe 3 milligrams of sugar or something like this. Okay, it's going to be really low. So this is the chili. So what did I do? I cut up first I thawed out the chicken hot dogs, a 10 pack of chicken hot dogs. Thawed them out, got a stainless steel pot, filled it with coconut oil, put in the sausages there. And after looking down the pot, I could see that the 10 sausages, they were not all contacting the surface. Some of them were one on top of the other. So to get them all cooked evenly, I commenced breaking them apart with my fingers. So I was standing here and breaking them apart by hand like this. And then rolled around, had it at a high temperature for a while, turned it down. Later on, I went back to the kitchen, added a little bit more coconut oil, a few drops of this. I did this to get like a corner where there was no sausages, because you need to dilute this. You don't want to have this Tabasco super strong scorpion sauce on one of the hot dogs, and only that hot dog is strong. And then you get surprised you're eating it doesn't taste spicy until you get to the one hot dog that had a cayenne, the scorpion sauce on it, and it sets your mouth on fire. So basically, get a little bit of space in the pot, put some drops of scorpion sauce there, and then add some coconut oil to dilute it. So this is so strong you had to buff it with other things. You had to dilute it with fats, tomato sauce, coconut milk, coconut cream, or at least some fat. Okay. So this is the Tabasco hot sauce. So it was fried in coconut oil, about a tablespoon, broken apart. Later on, I added about a tablespoon of olive oil. And I poured extra olive oil on the plate after I plated the food. Okay, like this. It's Himalayan pink salt. I put Himalayan pink salt on it too. Natural salt. And spices. Well, chili. So I said, okay, seasonings, cooking fats. Let's categorize things a little bit. Cooking fats, coconut oil, and olive oil. Spices, seasonings, Himalayan pink salt, black pepper, turmeric, ginger. Some people say turmeric. I say turmeric. Okay, turmeric. So turmeric, ginger, black pepper, and the chili. So those are the spices. And here's the super shake, the grand pulse with also supplements. So it's easy for me to make these videos as some YouTubers do. All I eat in a day, and it'll be divided into 3 or 4 meals. For me, it's very easy to make the all I eat in a day videos. Now, typically, I just name them today's OMAD Meal or something like this. Here's today's OMAD Meal. I'm gonna eat it. Not surprisingly that the meal is gonna be eaten. So here we go. And there's a lot of olive oil at the bottom here. Actually, this is a dipping sauce. Not bad. Now the sausages have gone a little bit cold. This is take 2. The first video, I made it about 4 minutes into the video until I realized my microphone was muted from my previous stream, a gaming stream. It was like 9 hours or something, 6 plus. So what I do when I do the long play gaming streams, I don't put the pressure that I gotta be on camera and entertain all the time. So I keep talking over the video or something like this. It's just I play like I do privately. Sometimes I'd start a video game, play a little bit, go to the kitchen, do some chores, get back to the computer and keep playing. And I'm just leaving the game open, okay? And I go back to something, go to the bathroom, go, okay, get things done. And I kind of leave the game on and then I go play a little bit and go do something else. So when I'm playing video games, sometimes I mute the microphone and then I'm listening to a podcast office. I don't want to get copyright strikes. And I think you can actually play. I could most likely play another YouTube this video only on the audio, and it's not showing the video, like the whole video without commentary, just the audio. You might be able to get away with it. That's the point. So it's like I'm talking on a video, I'm getting things done that I don't want to be in the video otherwise. It might be walk around photo. I'm not being serious. I follow camera if I feel like it. So here's the point. I'm going to the kitchen and I'm listening to something. So I like to mute myself. A lot of times when I play video games, especially the long play ones, sometimes it happens that I go live and I had the microphone and the camera on the whole time. But the long play ones, sometimes I end up Alt, and it's like a hotkey. I'll go Alt, whatever it is, FN, F4, and it mutes my microphone. So the microphone was still turned off from my gaming stream. And I started with, okay, today's OMAD Meal. And then like 3, 4, 5 minutes into it, I realized that I'd be muted all the time. And then I ended it and privatized it. And this is take 10. So here we go. This camera is annoying me a little bit. Everything on my camera is built in. I don't need a pro mic to sound good. I don't need a pro camera to look good. A lot of people need to overcompensate with that studio equipment to sound decent, okay, or look decent, or use filters or something like this. I don't use filters for my picture selfies, okay. So here's the point. Everything is built in. This is a Lenovo laptop, so the camera is the camera built into the laptop folding top part, okay. And there's a little hole next to it. That's a microphone. So that's what I've been working with. I don't need all the singing, everything I'm doing, the radio voice work, the Bible reading. It's all just the built-in standard microphone, like the hole in the screen microphone that comes with the laptop. Okay, in case you forgot. So I gotta start eating here. That might sound amazing with a professional microphone, even better. So anyway, comment on the food. It was a little bit. It's gone room temperature. Okay, it's close to room temperature. I don't really mind. I look at food, my mentality, and this is generally true to me, where the average man, the problem with the lack of masculinity, especially in Christians, is being over much focused on pursuing pleasure. See, that's why a big part of the problem with human beings being pathological and toxic and morbid. Why they're obese, why they're mentally unwell, why they're depressed, why they're mentally not good, boils down to having lived a lifestyle where looking for instant short-term gratification. It's like have a milkshake, oh, it makes me feel great. To have a sugar dose, it's like cocaine, oh, sugar rush, okay. KFC food and a Coca-Cola, oh, I feel great, okay. Short-term, I feel bad, go watch porn. A lot of guys use porn too. I don't watch porn, I have watched porn once for 6+ months. I don't even masturbate once a week rather than get porn. I'm a Christian, okay. So, and I'm not like other Christians that are slaves to the sinful desires, apparently, because the average Christian man watches porn at least once a week. And it's like it has an addiction. If you look at the behavior pattern, it'd be like an addiction. See, same with the food. A lot of people state regulate themselves, emotion regulate with food, which like they feel bad to eat. They are stressed to eat, say. Whereas what I do is, if I feel extra stressed while fasting, I eat 1 time a day towards the end of the day. And if I take a gram post wake-up dose of supplements, which doesn't break my fast, it doesn't have enough calories, carbohydrates. There's like omega-3 fish oil, 1 to 3 of them. It's not to kick them out of fasted state. Some people that do the keto diet put a little bit of butter in the morning coffee, something like this, and still fast. So here's the point. Oh, if I feel extra stressed in the day, I go take an L-theanine capsule. Okay. Take an ashwagandha. Take a magnesium capsule. See, and I don't go eat something unhealthy with 20 plus grams of sugar to give myself a short term feeling better, and then it's going to be a crash, going to feel worse. Sugar feeds depression, all kinds of problems. So the average man lives his life. It's like the algorithm for his behavior. The program is like seek pleasure, avoid pain or discomfort, which is like the reptilian brute beast level man. Which like it feels good to watch porn short term, so then I'm watching porn. It feels good to eat high sugar food short term, so then I'm doing it. Now the thing is, that leads to you feeling worse. So it's like I've seen people that are not exercising. This is a YouTuber that I'm thinking about, I'm not gonna name him, that was fat and miserable and an incel couldn't get a girlfriend. And he was making these videos, not like this. He was making videos eating. And it wasn't like after 20 hours of fasting, I'm breaking my fast. There's less than 3 grams of sugar in this whole meal for 24 hours because it's all I eat in a day. See? So I have been excited when I tell you I eat less than 10 grams of sugar per day, as opposed to the 88 plus grams the average American consumes. Because this is like a typical OMAD meal. Like normally I'd have maybe some beans and tomato sauce and more ingredients. I'm waiting for some food I've ordered. Okay. So anyway, I should get within 7 days, like a box. So that's the point. It's just meat. The only sugar is from the Tabasco sauce, unless they have like a gram of sugar in the hot dog pack. Okay. For sure, less than 10 grams in this whole meal. One of the ingredients in this, they use like 3 drops of is sugar. And it's quite far down. So they list them. It's scorpion pepper, distilled vinegar, sugar. Okay. And in this whole one, it might be 5 grams or 7 grams of sugar in the whole can. And I'm using like 3 drops of it. So anyway, people that live that way, it's like the deceitfulness of sin, see, where people feel like watching porn. They watch porn, makes them feel good for like 3 minutes, and then they're going to have toxic shame. They're going to have lower self-esteem and confidence the 2 weeks following. Watching porn lowers your confidence and self-esteem, especially if you're a Christian. In the back of your head, you know that you're failing every time you do it, say, micro failures. So if I believe for every person that it's conducive to toxic shame, which is like you're doing something that is shameful and it's of lower morality. There's men like me out here that's like, I'm a Christian, I never watch porn. This is standard out here, like an ideal way to live. Men who never watch porn. And it's like a loser thing to do. It's like you're watching porn on the internet. So I believe for many reasons, men who watch porn have lower confidence and self-esteem than men who don't. Okay. And it might be barely detectable levels in some cases. So it's the point. A lot of people live for pleasure. It's like what they eat is because it's tasty and makes them feel good short term. What they do, they live overly much to please themselves short term. Lovers of pleasures more lovers of God. I believe that God wants to take care of my body as the temple of the Holy Ghost. Okay. And not abuse it. And there's some things I do that's suboptimal, like I smoke cigarettes. But I do like 10 plus things that are good for me. So anyway, here's the point. I look at food more. I treat food as a nutrient delivery system more than a source of pleasure. See, I don't live to eat. I eat to live. Meaning I don't like, oh, I eat all the time to feel good and to the taste. I look at food more like a nutrient delivery system. Here's a delivery system of these anti-inflammatory spices. There's supplement, vitamins, protein, fats, and fiber. See, and sometimes it's more tasty than other times, but it's like I look at food more of a delivery system than a pleasure source, a nutrient delivery system. This is what I call fat sauce. When I cook my food in healthy fats, put spices in there, and then this is coconut oil and olive oil here at the bottom of the plate, infused with spices. So what I'm doing is just dipping in it like this, make it less dry and more tasty, and I'm getting that fat. This camera is a little bit annoying because it's like an auto sensor, light sensor, that like turns up or down the screen brightness automatically. And it like turns it down too much. And then I had to cover it like that. I forgot the hack. Cover it with my thumb, like a second. And then it opens it up again and it becomes brighter. And now, sooner or later, it's going to go down again. Man should not be by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded forth out of the mouth of God. Man should not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded forth out of the mouth of God. I think it says Matthew 4:4. See Matthew 4:4. Yeah, so here's today's OMAD meal. Not bad. I had a little bit more of this chili sauce. Tabasco. I really like this. Tabasco brand scorpion sauce. Serious extra hot sauce. And one of these bottles lasts like a month. You just need like a drop in a whole meal to make it noticeably spicy. It takes discipline to fast. At least you get into it. After fasting consistently for some amount of time, for me, okay, I can only speak for myself. For me, it's not hard to fast. I don't go around being hungry all day. I don't suffer hunger. I don't go around like I feel hungry all the time. Getting into fast was pretty hard. So it takes more discipline to get into than to stay into. You build up tolerance to capsaicin, which means the more often you eat chili and cayenne, the more chili and cayenne you can tolerate. So capsaicin is something you can build up tolerance to. What are some other substances or things that you can build up tolerance to? Caffeine, nicotine, capsaicin. These are some things you can build up tolerance to. Or good and bad things. Quite a lot of good and bad things you can build up tolerance to. Which means somebody doesn't eat spicy food. They eat a very plain food, no spice, no chili or cayenne in the cooking with it. If they would add like a teaspoon of cayenne pepper to a stew, they might feel like, wow, it's really hard. But somebody has been on the regular, adding quite a lot of cayenne pepper to the meal, they can deal with something like this, but it really hit the ball. The sausages are burnt on one side, slightly burnt. Yeah, I've been doing omelette fasting for around 5 years now. 99 of 100 days. Now, last part of my meal is the super shake and the Grand Pulse with also supplement. That's today's omelet. Took less than an hour to cook and less than 30 minutes to eat. Okay, that's gonna be the end of the video. Today's OMAD meal concluded.